Yes, these challenges, getting in front of the Supreme Court, getting in front of various courts is part of the process. It's been done this way time and time and time again. Also, I reject categorically what you said, just lied to the audience. You called Trump bunker boy, right? He was going down to the bunker during the protest to inspect it. Ha, 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 right? You didn't care at all.
Yeah.
You weren't denouncing political violence. You weren't denouncing these people getting beat up. You didn't care when the violence is on your side like a typical Democrat. You don't care at all, Cenk.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing today? We have Cenk Uygur and Andrew Wilson going at it yet one more time on Piers Morgan's show. And Cenk is going to get fact-checked into oblivion, and he's going to turn into his typical blubbering, ignorant, screaming, yelling, schoolyard bully mess. So just let's sit back and watch the fireworks, because this one gets kind of entertaining. So sit back and enjoy as Andrew Wilson's savage fact-check turns Cenk into a blubbering mess.
All of that seems to be very popular, but there is a lot of anger about the idea that you may end what seems to be a very American thing, the very ethos of the country, this birthright citizenship. What do you feel?
It's a very un-American thing. The 14th, or I'm sorry, this was never, by the way, never set up so that people could come in, have a baby, and then anchor themselves to the child. And that's what's been going on, and it's been going on for years. We know it's been going on for years. This was designed for things like for immigrants who came in legally. They have children here. Of course, those are United States citizens. Nobody's disputing that. What we're disputing is that you can just come in illegally, have a child on American soil, and then try to anchor yourself to that child. That is not in the spirit of what we're even talking about. Of course, Trump wants to end it. It's bad policy across the board. It's always been bad policy across the board. And I hope the Supreme Court, it gets challenged by the Supreme Court so we could get it in front of them so that they can interpret it correctly, because that's not the way this is supposed to be applied.
Cenk?
Folks, it's getting close to the end of the month, and I'm still looking for 500 subscribers. So if you could hit that subscribe button and help me out, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thanks.
If Trump stays with things that the American people are in favor of, getting rid of the violent felons that are undocumented here, that's going to be very popular, whether the left likes it or doesn't like it, right? But when he goes too far and he goes to things like birthright citizenship, then people are going to push back. And that's when it gets interesting. Is Trump going to double down and go, no, I'm going to, go to demagogue on this and get you people to hate, foreigners coming in, et cetera. And I don't care what the Constitution says, and we're going to change the way America is, and you're no longer an American if you're born here. We're going to judge you based on, where you're from, et cetera. That'll be very...
It's always race baiting with Cenk. Always. It will always devolve into race baiting as far as Cenk is concerned. It's tried and true on the left, and he knows it delivers the results he's looking for. So, again, this is Cenk losing.
Very unpopular. Does he dig in, or does he, as he does sometimes, go, man, you know what, I gave it a shot, didn't work, and retract? I hope that that's the direction he goes, because this whole, look, brother, if you have a problem with a part of the Constitution, you need to go through the right process. You need to go and do an amendment. Like, I want to do an amendment to get money out of politics. But when Biden was in office, I didn't think he should just come in and go, forget what the Supreme Court said. Forget what the Constitution said. Let's go nuts and do whatever the hell we want. That's not how it works.
Well, gee, I never thought about that. I didn't know that we were supposed to go through a process of law for these things, which is exactly what Trump is doing via his executive order, which then hopefully will get it in front of the Supreme Court, which looks like that's what the plan is.
That's part of the legal process.
By the way, just so you know, the interpretation of this, that's what we're really talking about, is the interpretation. Ultimately here, it is not, and you need to agree with me on this, it is not in the spirit that you can come in and have a child here and anchor yourself to the child specifically so that you have some pathway or motivation to citizenship. You say it's not a part of the legal process. Yes, these challenges, getting in front of the Supreme Court, getting in front of various courts is part of the process. It's been done this way time and time and time again. Also, I reject categorically what you said, just lied to the audience. You called Trump bunker boy, right? He was going down to the bunker during the protest to inspect it. Ha, 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 right? You didn't care at all.
Yeah.
You weren't denouncing political violence. You weren't denouncing these people getting beat up. You didn't care when the violence is on your side like a typical Democrat. You don't care at all, Cenk. You don't care. And you've never
That's-
cared.
it's
The only reason
Cenk.
you care now is because you
It's
want to
Cenk,
kiss.
and I condemn
you
it
wanna
every
kiss.
time people
Well,
do
I call
violence.
it snake.
Literally
okay,
every
I'll say
time.
snake.
And Cenk, what Cenk's doing is he's playing both ends against the middle. Cenk, yes, will always come out and say, we here at the Young Turks always denounce physical violence. And then they will speak in support of it and use the most incendiary rhetoric they can to incite these beliefs into the people that are basically stupid enough to listen to this and believe it. And Cenk knows he's doing it, okay? But Andrew Wilson is fact-checking him like crazy, and Cenk is just turned into a blubbering mess.
But the thing is, Snake, is that you're just trying to kiss the right wing's ass now to get back in with them because the left has categorically rejected you, and that's what's actually happening.
Cenk, is that what's happening?
All right, you amuse me. Yeah, this guy amuses me. So, like, you think calling me snake is going to somehow win you the debate? Good luck with that childish.
I already won the debate.
Way of going. Oh, you did because you said it. Okay, that by the
Yeah,
way,
'cause I
another
said
great
it.
debating tactic. Just saying you won. And second of all, we have 27 million. How many times do I have to say this? 27 million subscribers, 30 billion lifetime views. You're a pimple on my ass. I literally don't even know who you are. So you.
Of how many thousands of pimples that are on Cenk's cheesy fat ass could you pick Andrew Wilson out? I want to know, okay? Leave a comment. Let me know.
You come in here talking about audience, and you're a snake. Okay, you're a
didn't say
turtle.
anything
You're a
about
scorpion.
audience.
Whatever. Do I win
I
now?
didn't say anything about audience. What are you talking about? Are you a lunatic?
You did.
Are
You just said,
are you
the
even
left
hearing
wing's
this correctly?
audience has got a.
Cenk always falls back on his audience, okay? It's one of those things that he loves to fall back on. If you actually take a look at the views and a lot of the things that a lot of his videos get on, they don't get a lot of views at all. And as far as their subscriber base is concerned, he's pontificating about his subscriber base. But the thing is that, people hit the subscribe button, then go away, and then don't even think about it anymore. I'm fairly certain there's people that have subscribed to him 10 years ago and haven't watched a Young Turks video in years. So this is what he's falling back on. But then again, as I say, this is Cenk. He will find, and this is the left, they will find a fact buried in a mountain of evidence and then cling to that because it backs up their point.
I said you lied to your audience. You're trying to cozy up with right-wingers. What were you doing at TPUSA, Singh? Trying to cozy in with right-wingers like Charlie Kirk,
Cenk.
kissing their ass. You're literally kissing up to them because you want in good, because the left is rejecting center-left policies now. That's what's happening.
Hey, brother,
they either
as
want to
you
go far left or far right.
Okay, listen, brother. As you see me bitch slapping you right here on national airwaves.
The only thing you can bitch slaps
What part of that
cheeseburgers,
seems like
Snake.
cozying up? What's a part of that seems like cozying up to the right? I think you're an idiot.
Sorry, I'm sorry, I had to stop this again. Oh my God. The only thing you can cozy up to is a cheeseburger. That's awesome. Andrew Wilson is for the win. No, that is kind of funny. That is co-host.
I think you love that coup on January
got him.
6th. I think you hate
Got him.
our democracy. I think you hate our Constitution. So what part of that is cozying up to the right wing?
I hate snakes like you who try to get in as good as you can with a weak right like Charlie Kirk when you have weaponized political violence yourself.
Oh,
at the same
Charlie
time
Kirk
you
is
say,
weak
"Jay,
right and you're
Sixers,"
strong right.
At the same time,
Interesting.
at the same time, you say, "Wait a second. Oh, I can't believe the J6ers coup dates. You didn't give a damn. You've never given a damn. We have your words on record. You flip-flop. You're the biggest flip-flopper on the left. You're known for it. People make
I
fun
haven't
of you
changed a
for it
single
because
policy
you
position.
move positions. You and Anna
But you don't care
Kasparian
about
both move
principles. All you
positions
care
like a
about
tube
is,
of toothpaste.
Trump, I love Trump. Oh, I love Trump so much.
And
That's
all you
your
care about
policy
is Trump
principles.
derangement
Get the
syndrome.
fuck
All
outta
you have is
here.
Trump derangement syndrome.
All right, let me try and
TDS,
listen,
always
I
on
don't.
display.
all
But
right.
wait a minute.
Chap,
How
time
can you
out,
say?
time out,
Wait,
time
hold
out.
on.
Let-
I
all
gotta
right,
say
listen.
one thing.
You
Piers,
both
I gotta say
made your
one thing.
feelings clear.
How could I have?
No,
How
Cenk,
could I? How
Cenk, hang
can you
on.
say that I'm cozying up to the right and say I have Trump derangement syndrome?
All right.
Make up your mind. You're a very poor
Bro,
thinker.
we watched the entirety of his entire first term. You were Russia, Russia, Russia. He's a colluder. He's evil. He's this and that. And he flip-flopped
also
on that
didn't say
position the
that.
second it was politically expedient.
Well, hey, that was fun. And it's always great to see Cenk get checked by somebody with some actual facts. And that's basically what was going on. Andrew Wilson was fact-checking Cenk in real time, and Cenk didn't know how to handle it. So what does he do? He goes back again into the middle school schoolyard bully style of debating that he seems to think wins him everything. And I loved it when he's accused Andrew Wilson of saying that he won the debate just because he said so. Cenk is going to go back onto the Young Turks, okay, with pom-poms waving, and talk about how he bitch-slapped Andrew Wilson when all he did was act like a jerk, what he normally does. And so it's crazy that people actually believe this guy, and it's one of those reasons why this is one of the reasons why I'm here, so I can point this stuff out, because believe me, this guy is pond scum, okay? And I'm giving him something because pond scum actually has a reason to exist. But again, Cenk gets turned into a blubbering idiot in this one, and he doesn't know what to do other than to scream and yell and to shout out watch numbers and watch times and everything like that, because again, all he does is cling to a couple of facts and then hope that people will believe it enough that he thinks it will prove his point for him. So it's just one of those things. Again, like I said before, posted this just mainly because it's just great to see Cenk get bitch slapped. Okay, so thank you all very much for joining me today. This has been Andrew Wilson's Savage Fact Check turns Cenk into a blubbering mess. Hit that like button, hit the notification buttons for when I do this again. Hit me up with those comments. Please hit that subscribe button. And as always, thanks for joining me today. Later.